It's always important to put your turn signal when changing lanes, but when entering or exiting the highway, it's especially important to put it at the appropriate time, and here's why. I'm approaching one of those spots where you have both an entrance and an exit. This is what it looks like from a top view. This is the exit from the 15 North, and this is the entrance to the 15 South, and that's where I'm going. These people here are exiting from the 15 North. So in this case, I want to change lanes to the right, and they almost certainly want to change lanes to the left to go that way, straight. They've just exited Highway 15, so they most probably don't want to go back into it. They'll want to go straight there, so they want to change lanes to the left, and I want to change lanes to the right. But they don't know that, because in this case, I could either go straight or right. So this is why it's so important to put the turn signals early enough so that they know our intention in advance. That leaves them more time to adjust to us. People are not always very courteous when we want to change lanes, but in this case, since it's to their advantage too, most of the time they'll give us a chance because they want to go into the lane where we are. Of course, this also applies to us. So here, it's the same situation. I want to change lanes to the left to go take that highway there, and this guy wants to change to the right to go take this highway. So I let him pass, although he shouldn't be changing over this solid line. Even more stressful than merging on the highway sometimes is doing all those lane changes to prepare to merge. So make sure you give yourself a chance. If you see a panel like this one when entering a highway, parallel converging lanes, it means that you can stay in the lane you're on for at least 1 kilometer before you need to change lanes. One situation where it's important to take this panel into account, it's when entering at a steeper angle, and especially when there's a big vehicle in the other lane. Students tend to stare at what scares them, so in a situation like this one, they often get terrified and slam on the brakes. And that can be dangerous because people behind you are not expecting you to do that, so they can hit you from behind. As you can see here, I have the lane for myself after entering. So when you see a panel like this one, just focus on staying well centered in your lane, since you know you'll have a lot of time before you need to change lanes. Be aware of people that could change lanes though. They shouldn't do it close to an entrance, since there's almost always a solid line. But as we saw earlier, solid lines are not walls, so sometimes people do it anyway. Here I'm approaching a highway that I can enter from 2 lanes. In this lane, I'll have no other option than to enter, and on this one, I can either enter or continue straight. In this case, I know that the exit I want to take later on will be on the right, so I stay in this lane. It'll be one less lane change to do, which is important since the exit is not too far right after I entered, and that will be even more important at rush hour. If you're approaching a vehicle that's about to merge, and that is more or less at the same level as you, or just a bit in front of you, my advice is slow down a bit and let them pass. Even though it's you who has priority, some people have a hard time merging because of the high speeds, and especially if there's a wall like this one, where there's nowhere to go for them. Even better, if possible, if you see someone that's about to enter from far, change lanes when approaching the entrance to make it easier for them to merge. Also, if you see a panel like this one, it means that the left lane is going to disappear soon, so these guys will need to change lanes to the right. Same thing, give them a chance or they might make a move at the last second. Also be aware that people sometimes see entrances at the last second and they just cut through. That tends to happen especially in urban highways where there's more traffic and people can come out of anywhere. So be especially aware when getting close to one of those entrances. If you don't have the opportunity to practice, there's something that you can do that will help a bit. It won't replace practicing in the real world, obviously. It'll also only work if you already know where you want to go in advance. One thing you can do is to use Google Maps. This button here on the lower left switches between map and satellite view. Both have their advantages, but in this case, we want satellite view so we can see the markings on the roads. We can zoom in or out with the mouse wheel, roll the wheel up to zoom in, and down to zoom out. If you don't have a mouse wheel, you can use these buttons. You can also left click and hold, then drag to pan the view up and down and from side to side. And if you click this button here, 3D, you have a 3-dimensional view. So if you already know where you're going, explore the area. What is the configuration of the entrance? How long is it? Does it have an acceleration lane that disappears? Like in this case here, there are two. One that disappears here and one that disappears a bit further. In this case, the lane doesn't disappear, but if you stay on it, you'll be forced to exit again if you don't change lanes to the left soon after entering. Is there a concrete barrier at that particular entrance? A ramp? If you zoom in far enough, maps will switch to street view so you can get a closer view of the situation if needed. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Google Maps that can help with your driving. You can even measure distances and so on. I'll do a video on that soon where I'll go into more detail of those features and how you can use them to practice. When practicing entering and exiting, do as many of them as possible. That's the scariest thing about driving on highways because you have to change lanes and adapt to speeds. Driving on the highway itself is relatively easy, even though the speed is higher. Most students, even the ones who are scared about the increased speed, after they've been driving on the highway for 10 to 15 minutes, their usual reaction is, that's it. You get used to the speed after a while and you don't feel it as much anymore. Just like when you enter a room that smells like something and after a few minutes you don't smell it anymore. So as soon as you see an exit, take it, enter at the next entrance, and repeat the process as often as you can during your practice. In the next video, some tips on exits. So stay tuned and see you soon.